Alright, hello, not amused here. I'm actually back in cul-de-sac here.
What's up,
As I recalled, now that I'm level 6, I can get my first vehicle. So, higher level you are, the more vehicles you can buy, and in turn, the speed of each vehicle increases. As I bought the vehicle, I'm like, oh yes, I remember now. They're like, it's like you're leasing a car because they expire a set amount of time after you buy it. Which is, yeah, 1 week. Alright, finally getting the Chowder Nano because we really want that scavenge ability. That's going to be, useful. Don't recall, since more missions have been added ever since the start of the game, how far we're gonna go with the scavenge ability here, I don't know if I'll switch it to just regularly have I think most of the time when I was level 36, I was kind of mostly doing maybe run, this is all before.
Looking for a mission?
This is all before the vehicles, but I think I was doing run, heal, maybe stun or damage, and if I was exploring, trying to get into the unknown, of course you swap in a jump nano there too.
Bring it on.
Those missions I was just highlighting there that I'm gonna go back to after I get the Chowder Nano.
I'm out of here.
In every area of the game where there's one Cartoon Network NPC or several Cartoon Network NPCs, there's just pretty much little missions that are just hey, can you go talk to this NPC, get an affiliated item that will make their nano stronger. It doesn't make their nano stronger, it's just part of the mission. And, talk to the NPC, come back to me, mission complete. Those are the missions where, it's really, what kind of excuse do you have to not use a scavenge nano there? Because, you're just going back and forth, and you're pretty much, either the NPCs are in the same area where you take the mission anyway, or you pretty much have to take the Monkey Skyway through
Catch you later.
several map squares. I think you're gonna have to do that.
You think you're ready for this? You think you're ready for this?
Mostly in pretty much the city zone and the jungle zone, jungle biome places. But yeah, and occasionally because some areas of the jungle and some areas of the city don't have monkeys, so they don't have the monkey travel, that it's a little, you just gotta run through the map and come back straight away. And then depending on where you are. Another thing is you might want to take note of, there's a feature called Warp Away, if you hit the enter and bring up your little toolbar there. Warp Away, it just takes you to the nearest resurrection zone. And, in terms of taking advantage of it, its main purpose is if you get soft, clip somewhere, you get stuck on something, you want to hit that button and you square away. It doesn't really happen too often, but it's good that it's there when it happens. But I think in some areas it's advantageous to, instead of just running for 90 seconds, if you're in certain positions and whatnot, well, I'm sure, I don't think I need to jump. When you warp away, it takes you back to an area or forward to an area faster than taking a nano or a vehicle. That it's very situational. I think it might only apply to like just a handful of different squares of the map. It's really not too common, but yeah.
Somebody call for a secret weapon? Bring it on!
Okay, yeah, don't need jump amiibo.
Catch you later.
I'm checking because I recall
Can you hear me?
that like
Let's do this!
like certain new stuff that they added isn't on the mini map. Like it's not in my view or anything. I don't know why that is, but
Take that, evildoer! See ya! Let's do this!
and see this fusion layer has music. I feel like it's random which ones have music. Of course, you know, sometimes the music cues can get a little messed up. Usually that happened when you were in Fuse's area.
Bring it on! Somebody call for a secret weapon?
Ah, yes, scavenge. You see the sleep ability there too. Yeah, I think it's. I don't think I ever really used sleep that much. I thought there'd be like another golden egg up here.
Catch you later.
He's up. Probably nothing interesting in here. Nope. Okay. I do not remember when they added in like gliding like this either. Alright, let's go find these golems and make some other moves.
Somebody call for a secret weapon? Somebody call for a secret weapon? I'm out of here.
I feel like most enemies we've seen so far in the game are not type A. They're all the other types so far. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
Rejuvenation approved!
Alright, surely it will be this one, right? Okay.
Take this!
Alright.
Professor Newtonium here.
Alright. Let's run
Somebody
away
call
here
for a
and
secret weapon?
see.
Somebody call for a secret weapon?
think I'm gonna run to the cul-de-sac quick. Just to turn in a mission. And switch the nanos here. Yep. There you go. These lower level vehicles aren't that fast to begin with. Oh, I say I do that, but I'm actually driving myself over to Candy Cove here. In the distance there, you'll see another infected zone. I believe that's just Sticky Beard Ship infected zone. I think out of the ones we've seen so far, you know, Genius Grove one and the middle school / high school in Pokey Oaks there, I think Sticky Beard Ship is by far the most interesting and, you know, definitely the more fun to play around in with. And the high school ones, just a tad too basic for my taste. And you know, I'm not a huge fan of all the platforming on the Mandark one. And
Hey, where you going?
Oh man, you're agreeing.
Shiver me guts later, landlubber.
Yeah, this must be something the Retribution team added in, because why would he be here? I'm assuming that's like a Skylanders model or something. Sticky Beard as an NPC, he's like the only Cartoon Network NPC in this area. We have not seen that so far. Usually they're all gathered up in like central hubs, or at least there's like 2 of them in Sector V. There's usually like, you know, we've only seen, the lowest we've seen so far is 2, but yeah, Sticky Beard is here alone, and it just seems like he might not give us as many missions, and it's not that much to do with his character compared to everyone else we've seen so far. But that, you know, that's kind of true for NPCs that are kind of alone in the world, except maybe Blue. I think Blue is kind of a busy NPC, despite him being alone and kind of off the beaten track in terms of like the usual gathering of NPCs in the city area. Okay, so we're gonna use the scavenge ability here.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
That's not the end of the mission.
Do you have anything? Don't forget to bring snacks. Do you have anything yummy or delicious to eat?
Oh, but this will be the end of the mission. See, 180 fusion matter was the reward for this mission. And for a scavenge nano that has no gumball equipped, that shoots up to 216 fusion matter.
Bye. Rats.
So, you know, it might not seem like that big of a difference initially, but, you know, you stack that up for, you know, however many missions you're going to turn in over the course of the game, and, you know, take into factor that, you know, as you increase in levels in the game and you get increasingly difficult missions, that the rewards will go up for your fusion matter. So, I'm gonna delete this mission, just quickly go through the stuff here. And then I think I'm gonna go check out, what's his name? Joey behind us. Joey has those missions I was talking about earlier, the ones where you just run to an NPC and basically talk to him and come back and turn in the mission here.
It's me! Adios!
Strangely enough, you know, I don't know what the plan was, you know, but I don't know what the original team's plan was, because during these missions, you know, they say,
Looking for a mission?
I think most of them is to improve, like, their nano. Yeah, but, like, you have them for, like, father and stuff who do not have nano, so I'm wondering, you know, if they ever were going to add them to the game. Probably not. It's more so, I think, just an introduction to establish, you know,
Happy hunting.
who this character is, and more importantly, keep track of where they are on the map. So, you know, oh, father's right there, so you have that.
Looking for a mission?
Okay, so you see,
Happy hunting.
Chowder now has a gumball, which makes his
for a
power
mission?
go up. From 500 fusion matter reward, it goes up to 620 fusion matter reward. And you know, I'm not a math guy. My partner is the math woman, but isn't that like an increase of like 20% or so? So imagine how far you're gonna get those rewards as things go up and up.
Want a mission? Take care. Want a mission? Whatever.
You there?
I also do like, I don't know when they did this or if the Retribution team did this, but putting NPC, like putting the NPC in this place and also putting the NPC in this place, like Paradox, we saw him in Peach Creek South before.
For a mission?
Really think that should be
See you
taken
soon.
advantage
For a
of more in
mission?
the original game.
Nice.
I feel like it was kind of weird that NPCs were limited to one place at a time. You know, especially when we have a story about, you know, this intertwining story with changing characters and whatnot. But I kind of felt like it was a missed opportunity to not really, you know, have them in two places at once. You know, that probably
Everything you
messes
see is
up
for
like the
sale.
guidance system or
See you
like,
soon.
whatever they had in place regarding like sending out missions and which NPC gives you this mission or whatnot. But you know, so right now I'm going to go to like the trailer park where two of the Cranker sisters are, and I'm trying to remember where I thought there was a big jump pad to get out of here, but maybe that's just on the outside. So I'm gonna go get these two Cranker sisters, get their stuff, go back to Joey, and then probably call it there. Park and flush there. In terms of you know, these characters having a lot of missions, I kind of feel like they're mostly like Sticky Beard. They are
How about a
you know,
mission?
they're here. They don't. I feel like they don't. You know, in terms, they might give you the same amount of missions as any other NPC, but in terms of
Hey, you there?
you know, traveling around for
bet
them,
you
in
need a
terms
mission.
of scope and impact, I feel like these NPCs are pretty forgettable. Despite, I think the Cranker sisters, I think you know, might be an unpopular opinion, but I think they have some of the best. Like, they're on like top of the list of like you know, taking the designs from the 2D, you know, Ed and Eddie show and bringing them into a 3D space like that. You'll see that, you know, with so many of these characters, because they're mostly all 2D. I can't think of anything that's 3D off the top of my head. Is it all 2D? But like, I think they're much better translation to this art style than, say, Professor Utonium. But granted, Professor Utonium doesn't have as many like details to to be, you know, to be the, like, be translated that well in terms of, like, design. He's not, doesn't have a lot of doohickeys and different design choices like the Cranker Sister does. It's just scientist man with a, like, an army haircut, pretty much. Alright. Okay, Joey.
It's me. Looking for mission duties.
You deserve a medal.
So, you know, from, like, these missions so far, we've pretty much, from the 5 missions we've completed with, you know, Chowder equipped, we've basically gotten, like, another mission's worth full of fusion matter, just for having the Chowder Nano equipped when we complete the mission. Now, back in the original days, that was a lot. That was the key to everything. What Chowder said, I'm going to say adios for now. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to leave comments about things you'd like me to talk about. And, you know, for now, good night, and I'll see you soon.